Hey. Time for another out of this world story from our space. Cheated by my wife of 8 years and girlfriend of 13 years. D-Day, February 23rd. No kids. I saw a smiling emoji in her phone, which was lit up while she was sleeping at 1:30 a.m. I was about to go to bed and thought I'd just turn it off when I saw a familiar, but unexpected, face on the screen. My buddy from college who was married for about the same time and just had a baby girl in January. My conscious mind resisted to read the chat history, given the amount of trust on both sides, and the fact that we were so close, us and the buddy. I invited him over for lunch and also went out for dinner that same day. My subconscious, however, started putting pieces together on some suspicious events. Her and buddy meeting alone, driving, going on a day trip with her friends, etc. That had happened in days before D-Date, which I consciously chose to ignore. Trust costs a lot. Chat history for 25 days with pictures exchanged and commented on, that I hadn't seen, by the way, were in front of me. Tried pinching myself a few times as I actually couldn't believe it was real. Shocked, broken, scared, cold feet, angry, and maybe a few dozen emotions all ran over me at the same time. Tried putting myself together. Captured screenshots of the chat and saved as backup in several places on the cloud, for proof. Confronted her. She confessed, but claimed it was only for the past couple weeks. I seriously doubt given the intensity of emotions flowing through the chat. Took a full day to process. Tried having conversation with her. She said it was a mistake and won't happen again. Had I not seen the chat, I wouldn't have known who I was inviting at my place and what was going on behind my back every evening when they went out for dinner giving me random excuses. Trust is broken. Marriage is over. I tried thinking a few days and trying to understand from her the real reason why she had to do what she did, and her reply was she wanted someone to talk to other than me, like a close friend. And then one thing led to another. We've been doing long FaceTime chats with Buddy and his wife, but now that I think about it, all those calls started between them and Buddy's wife were added later. Was it intentional? Maybe. I went on a trip with two of my friends and she asked if she could join the next day for a few hours. Buddy was going to drive her there. 5 hours. I strongly refused. We had a call argument that night because she said she thinks of him like a brother, and I was out of my mind for doubting her. She is her parents' only child, and I feel so sorry for them having to go through what they will because of what she did. We bought a house together a couple of months back, so I'm working with a broker to buy it out from her. Working with a lawyer to get the papers in order. Until this mess is sorted out, the papers, we live together but separate bedrooms. Talk only on an as-need basis. She doesn't make as much, so she's asked me to allow her to stay long as she finds a better job. Any advice? Thanks so much for reading. Our first response comes from Interesting Ad 6452. No, don't allow her to continue to establish residency. The OP responds, you mean kick her out? DB Full 2019 answers, yes, she humiliated you along with your buddy. They were clearly rubbing it in your face and did things in the house. I would make her buy you out, but throw her out first. ETA, I'm really sorry, OP. This crap is rough. The OP replies again, the other question to keep having is whether to share this with our mutual friends or not. She obviously wants to hide everything under the rug and wants me to tell him that it didn't work out, so we're moving on with her lives. But my instinct tells me truth needs to be told. Tim for my sanity answers that question. Blow her world up. When I found out about my ex's affairs, I told everyone, including the paperboy. I included a few juicy emails, plus stills I had taken from the videos I found. She told everyone I was abusive and threatened her. Plus, in one email, she stated that she would call the police and report that I had raped her, kept her from leaving the house, and beat her if I didn't give her our new car. I included all that, plus in emails to all our mutual friends, plus her friends and mine. I also met with her parents and let them read all the emails and had the pictures from the videos and told them they could see them if they wanted, but I warned them about the content. Father threw me out of their house because he didn't believe me. When I left, everything, pictures and messages, were on the table the next day for Mom, Dad, and sister showed up at my house apologizing for what happened and for what Dad said. He told me they threw Cheaty X out and told her to live in the streets. They stayed the day and we had dinner. That sometime my ex drove by and saw her parents' car in my driveway. She texted me that I turned everyone against her. I was ruining her life and no one would help her. My only response was a photo I took of her family sitting by my fireplace drinking beer and wine. Blow her world up. She'll talk crap about you, so you need to protect you and your reputation. Mrs. Jingle 0729 chimes in. Does the other wife know? She's at home recovering from childbirth and with a newborn all alone while he's out dating and screwing your wife? They are absolute monsters. Tell everyone, her parents, friends, mutual friends, support other wife as much as possible. It's so rough being a new mom, and that she's all alone and going through this is terrible. There's a special place in hell for your wife and friend. DOP responds, first thing I did that night after confronting wife was letting Buddy's wife know. She was in disbelief. Things are a little rough on her end. Buddy's family supported Buddy because they had a little argument which got heated and she slapped him. In turn, got beating. Not safe environment. Managed to get her out of that house and to a safe place with her mom. She has the kid. I'm supporting as much as I can. The next comment is from Ryam Silo KPR. I thought you have kids with her, but I read in the comments that's not the case, so she would be out of the house. I am a woman and sorry about all of this. It could have been worse. Kids involved. Hope you can move on soon to the next chapter of your life. DOP replies, thank you. All these years, I've been told she's not ready yet for the kids. I'm 36 and she's 31, and now feel all of that was a setup to let her enjoy the freedom. She admitted that she no longer wants kids. Can't possibly comprehend how many lies I have been fed over the years. At times, feels scary to look in the mirror. Not sure who to trust anymore. On to the next story. Best friend throws out 2 years for alcohol, drugs, and a party boy. We were together damn near 2 years. The drinking and cocaine use by her had gotten out of control over the last few months. 3 to 4 nights a week, she would get blacked out or close to it. She was taking depression meds at the same time. The doctor told her not to drink on them, but we still did. I wasn't deceived either. If she wanted to go out, I didn't stop her, and usually joined her. I just never used the drugs. 3 weeks ago on Mardi Gras, she cheated on me the first time. At least, that's what I believe to be accurate. I was in the parade. She was with her friends in the crowd. Made out with a dude and let him do lines off her tits. I had no idea. Over the next week and a half, I was on medicine for a root canal, and chose not to go against the doctor's orders of no drinking. But she never stopped. She saw him quite a few more times while I was at home. I trusted her to go out. She was my best friend. My forever. I was going to ask her dad for his blessing. She broke up with me 8 days ago. She told me it was because the depression meds weren't working and she felt smothered in the house we shared together. My house. That I wasn't her best friend and she needed to do this on her own. I was devastated. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. How could she do this out of the blue without trying to work on things? I tried several times over the next few days to talk to her, to get her to understand that I wanted to help her through this journey. To no avail. A few of our friends, finally came clean to me about everything they had seen over the past 2 weeks. They were upset that she hadn't told me the truth. Mardi Gras, then I stayed home on medication. She was with him every single night she went out. Sometimes not coming home until 3, 4, 5 in the morning. They even talked to the dude. He said he didn't care she had a boyfriend. He wanted a party girl. Rage. Absolute rage. I let her know that she had 48 hours to clear half the house. It's in my name after all. It took her 20 minutes of me confronting her to finally admit she cheated. She lied, manipulated, and gaslit me the entire 4 days it took me to find out from our mutual friends. I still love you. You'll always be the biggest piece of my heart. What a crock. It was all to make her feel better about herself, that she wasn't the bad guy. I can't believe she tried so long and hard to play dumb. Don't you think people talk? Like, I'd never find out. It's been 9 days. I didn't eat for 9 days. I haven't had a drop of liquor for 9 days. I lost 21 pounds in 9 days. Today, my friends asked me to come out. I don't have to drink, they said, but I had 1 or 2. I had a slice of a quesadilla. I got loose with them. I felt like I was finally pulling through the darkness. Like I was back to myself again. A pretty girl approaches me at the bar. We're chatting. I'm having a great time. She's having a great time. She asks me back. I'm feeling good. Like, hey, maybe this is a new start. Things start to get heavy. All I can think about is my ex. I can't get her face out of my head. Her and the dude she cheated with. It's all rushing back. I feel like I'm almost back to where I started. F the cheaters of this world. If you're ever thinking about doing it, don't. You're going to absolutely wreck the world of your partner. Do us a favor and break it off before it ever gets there. The hardest part is knowing that while I'm in the effing gutter, she has no care in the world for me or my feelings. She's just out there plugging away. 2 years. Proof. Like she never even gave an F. F the cheaters. You don't deserve anyone in this world. First response from sometimes I am lost. Sorry you were hurting. She would be back, but don't take her back. This dirtbag will get tired of her. However, if she is partying this hard, she may never return from the gutter. She let a dude do lines off of her breasts. Dude, that is not a classy girl by any means. Your heart will mend and she will become a distant memory. I think your days are numbered, unfortunately. Next response from Shell1212. I hear ya. 11 years for me. He left, took our future, our dreams, and destroyed them. I've been hurting for 4 months while he and his affair partner live a happy life, not once him thinking about how bad I'm hurting. I have lost 43 pounds. Yes, I did need to lose some weight, but wish I didn't have done it this way. I don't understand why people don't leave the relationship, then sleep around. Why hurt someone like that? I pray that they both make each other miserable. Wish I could watch the relationship explode. Next response from SuperMeasurement629. Luckily for you, you kicked her to the curb. Block her from your life completely. I don't see nothing wrong with hanging out. Being intimate is clearly an issue right now, so take some time to legit get your conscience right. One more thought from Fragrance Spray. At some point, she'll run out of money and people she can screw for drugs. When that happens, she'll reach back out with BS about remorse. Absolutely do not even entertain her messages. Get your closure now by accepting that you cannot ever trust her, so a relationship was never going to work. She can figure out her closure on her own. You don't need to participate in that. On to the next story. Rethinking my 8 years old relationship. I am 24 male, my girlfriend, 24 female. We've been dating since high school. I am mostly overseas because of my profession, and I have to do long distance for 9 months a year. My girlfriend is a very extrovert kind of person, and I can make friends very easily for me. I am completely opposite, but I never stopped or restricted her from having her life. 4 years back, she made a best friend, male, and was pretty close to him, as I was mostly never around. After a year of their friendship, her best friend confesses of developing feelings for her. I tell her not to go out with him, as it will not lead to any good because he has strong feelings for her and he does not want her to date me. But still, she continues to go out with him and get weirdly way too close, with excuses that I am not around and tells me to completely trust her, as she has no such feeling for him and sees him as her best friend, nothing more. Even though I don't like to see how weirdly close they are, I can't do anything about it, as she does not want to lose a friend like him. 1 year goes by. On one night, when they are with their group of friends and a night out, he starts to force him on her physically while being drunk, as she shuts him down and cuts him off for good. 1 year of no contact with him, cut short to past a month. I am out of the country, as she starts to miss him going out with him, and she is feeling lonely and wants to get in touch with him, and last week she met him on some friend's birthday. Next day, she tells me about seeing him and not feeling good and confesses that she had made out with him twice, 3 years back, when he confessed about his feelings, and both times he started, and she could not resist it, more as the moments were cozy, but swears nothing more ever happened again after that. I'm pretty sure she's not trickle-truthing. I am really confused as she loves me a lot and I don't want to lose her. Need some advice. Also, she is very sorry about it, regrets doing it. I have taken time off from her for now, but she is trying hard to get us back together. This is my first time posting and wanted to take it off my chest as it is eating me inside. A first reaction comes from Pretty Sure 28. She probably slept with him too. Honestly though, I would just wash my hands of the relationship because she brushed off your concerns and gaslit you. Insane Ike 22 chimes in. She's already left you by her continuing her relationship with this guy. I would say to her, I love you, but I will not tolerate your relationship with him. Wish you good luck, and please never contact me again. One more comment from You Ever Think Why? No, she says she loves you. Just words. Proven she cheated with him multiple times. Proven she lied to you and gave you the old he does but I don't BS line. Proven she didn't respect your boundaries when it came out him liking her and continued to set a relationship with him and cheated with him. Proven once you left again, she went running right back to him. Proven the only person she loves is yourself. Stop being your backup plan. Stop before you end up raising his kids. Stop and find someone who will respect and love you. You deserve better than what she has to offer and has proven who she is. Her words are nothing. Look at her proven choices and you are her first choice. She will always cheat on you. Be smart and break up and move on. She isn't worthy of your love.